Hasan has responded to the claims of xQc, in which he said that every Hasan take is a bad take. Hasan says that xQc is just a die-hard mega fan and would do anything for Trump. Then xQc responded, claiming that he is more liberal than Hasan, and Hasan is just blind to see that.
I'm more of a leftist than Hasan is, because he's so radical, he's so far left. I'm more of a leftist than he is.
On the other hand, Sneeko is praying that the supreme leader of Iran is still alive and safe.
با سر دادن ندای آسمانی فست و به رد الکعبه به ساحت مقدس الهی.
He also explained to the Iranian streamer xQc that while the assassination of the supreme leader of Iran was a bad thing, on the other side, Asmongold says that he will continue to speak for the Iranian people because no one is speaking out for them.
Almost nobody is actually on the Iranian people's side. So yeah, I mean, and I know I'm kind of getting attacked from both sides.
He also said that he doesn't want to be the king of Iran. Not only that, but he also gave an advice of taking some antidepressants to the leftists who are depressed to see the situation in Iran.
What's your advice to lefties malding with what's happening in Iran? Take more antidepressants.
xQc recently said that he won't take any political updates from Hasan because it's obvious that it would be a bad take, and that he would place all his money and even take a loan and place it on the fact that Hasan's every take is a bad take.
When I see a Hasan take, I know it's a bad take. If I could put my money on whether something I take is a bad take or a good take, I put everything I have and a loan on bad take when Hasan says something. I don't give a shit.
So Hasan reacts to that and posts a tweet saying the right would rather get their notes from a dude who eats his toenails on camera than a guy who interviews investigative reporters, politicians, and the dude who designed the JCPOA. This is because there is no intellectual right that remains. Then xQc responded saying that he is more leftist than Hasan himself. Here, watch this.
If you consider the left, just the left, right? I'm more of a leftist than Hasan is, because he's so radical, he's so far left. I'm more of a leftist than he is. Absolutely. At 100, it's not even close either.
On the other hand, Sneeko is supporting the Iranian supreme leader and even prayed for him. Sneeko prays after it was confirmed that Ali Khamenei passed away.
امام علی صلوات الله علیه و سلامه علیهما در ماه مبارک رمضان با سر دادن ندای آسمانی فست و به رد الکعبه به ساحت مقدس الهی واصل گردید و شهد گوارای شهادت را در این ماه مبارک نوش نمود.
Then, Sneeko starts beefing with an Iranian streamer named xQc.
So, xQc said, good riddance, free Iran. Respectfully, you don't understand shit about this. You are fully brainwashed if you think this is good for Iran. Dark times are coming ahead. So you support genocide? How is this not good for Iran? Like, this is so stupid. When people say, the Twitter's like, you say, hey, don't eat apples. And they're like, what? So you just want to shove a banana in your ass? It's like, that's not what I said. Do you know who that man is and what he did to Iran, what he did to innocents?
FaZe was happy to see that the supreme leader was assassinated, but Sneeko said to him that it's actually a bad thing. Sneeko responds to Kyson saying 160 schoolgirls were killed and asking how that worked out. He argues that innocent civilians were targeted, while it calls itself a peacemaker and bluntly lies to the public.
Yeah, Kason, if you don't see the bigger picture going on, obviously he's not perfect. But saying this is as stupid as, you know, like you could say that about any politician right now. Like people who get killed when they're in charge, especially in a time of war like this, right? Like, yeah, he's not a perfect leader, but what is the bigger picture going on? Why are they attacking Iran?
Then comes Asmongold saying that he will continue to speak for the sovereignty of the Iranian people.
So I really feel like almost nobody is actually on the Iranian people's side. So yeah, I mean, and I know I'm kind of getting attacked from both sides, from people who are angry that I'm supporting it for this reason. But I mean, again, I know that this is the morally good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. And so I don't even for a second doubt, you know, like my actions or anything like that.
He claims that he is being attacked from both sides, positioning himself as the voice of the poor and oppressed people of Iran.
And so people can attack me, they can get angry at me, they can lie about me, they can misrepresent me all they want, but it's not really going to bother me in a big way. And maybe it will bother me, but it's not going to make me change what I'm doing, because I know that I'm on the right path. I know that I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm advocating for something that's positive, and it doesn't matter how many, retard tweets or misrepresentations go viral, the truth will reign supreme.
He says that his words and actions are morally correct, so that's why he doesn't second guesses any of them. Asmongold explains why he will continue to speak up for the Iranian people.
In 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, and these people will try to pretend to forget about it, but I think that the real ones will remember, who stood and actually cared about this when it was unpopular to do. On the internet right now, it's unpopular to celebrate and support a lot of the attacks on Iran. It is. There's a huge contingency of people that are against it.
A chatter asked if Asman would accept to be the king of Iran, but he refused and says that he is good where he is. When someone asks to give an advice to the leftists about the situation in Iran, so here's what he said.
Yeah, would you accept if people in Iran vote you to be the king? Oh, for me to be the king of Iran? No, I think I've got a good thing going here, man. And yeah, that's it. What's your advice to lefties malding with what's happening in Iran? Take more antidepressants. Keep taking more. You know what? Yeah, just take more antidepressants. Go to your doctor. Get prescribed with new SSRIs, and keep it up. Maybe that's the right thing you have to do.
xQc reacted to the comparison clip of Asmongold and said that the superpower of the world has to intervene in other countries at some degree because the superpower owes it to the world.
Chat, when you're a world superpower and you're a world leader, there has to be a degree of intervention that you have to have, because who the fuck else is gonna do what? That is my take. There, at least to some degree, to some issues in the world, superpowers owe it to the world.
xQc on the geopolitical duty of global superpowers.
Because it's in my opinion that to become a superpower, you have to fuck a lot of people over. And fair enough, whatever. I guess that's the way of the world, right? Then you have to help people that need the help with the power that you've gained from fucking people over. It's at the very least, man.
Dramatically, tremendously happy this has happened.
And that's where this whole thing lands, a political minefield turned into streamer warfare where everyone claims moral high ground and no one agrees on what the ground even is.
I know that, obviously I've talked about it for a long time, about how big of a problem Iran is.
Then why do you think the fucking US has a bunch of fucking military bases in a bunch of other places? Why do you think yeah, there's a lot of self-interest, right? But also at the same time, they kind of just have to. They're a superpower. Otherwise, if they weren't holding it down, then other people would invade everybody and do a bunch of bullshit then. Of course they have to.
xQc says Hasan's takes are poison. Hasan says xQc is politically clueless. Sneaker is picking sides that set the internet on fire. And Asmongold is claiming that he is standing alone, insisting someone has to speak up even if it makes everyone mad. This isn't just about Iran or left versus right or who's more liberal than who. It's about how online politics has turned into content, personalities into ideologies, and every serious issue into a spectacle. And judging by how fast this is escalating, this conversation is far from over. Watch this video next and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.